And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy King Wakata, and we out here in these North Philly streets. Uh, before we get it together, you know how we start this drawing off.
White noise filling up a gold hotel. Money on the counter, so long, so light flash blue through a tinted pane. Everything holy got a barcode name. Midnight prayer with a rum stained tongue. Fire on a loop, same song.
That was from earlier.
Private jet flame. Heaven look close,
Good, but it don't feel the same.
I've been drowning slow in a silver sea. Every ghost in the glass look just like me. Don't know what I lost, can't find what's true. But the sound keep calling, I'm coming through. Give me something I can feel. Like the sky just so I can feel. Like there's God in a wire, let it spark for me. Send a sign through the noise I breathe. Give me something I can heal. Something realer than the way I feel. If there's God in the wire, let it speak for me. I've been waiting on a heart that beats. Glass of codeine in a crystal cup. Love turn ash when a flame too much. I've been rich, I've been lost, I've been both at once. Still the mirror keep asking what I want. Penthouse view, but the sky look dead. Whole world turns off when I lay my head. Got angels and Prada, demons and fur. They all sing loud, but the words still blur. If I fall, then I just play that song. The one that says we ain't here long. I don't need peace, I just need proof. Oh, that the static can still be true. Give me something I can hear. Like the sky just so I can feel. If there's God in the wire, let it spark for me. Send a sign through the noise I breathe. Give me something I can hear. Something realer than the way I feel. If there's God in the wire, let it speak for me. I've been waiting on a heart that beats. Yeah. Smoking a halo, voice in the static. God in the wire, still automatic.
But it is the original ones they remastered.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Let's just
The
go off
alleged
right off
alien-
top. We got Matt Geets talking about alien hybrids and UFO shit that he was allegedly told. Well, he was told by somebody in the military. We know that it actually happened. So let's see.
alien hybrid breeding program and captured extraterrestrials breeding with humans. For two-part question. Why are you talking about this now that you're out of Congress? And what do you make of this?
Well, I was giving an interview to my good friend Benny Johnson, and he was asking about some of the strangest briefings that I had received around these UAP and UFO issues. And it wasn't actually a briefing that I received in Washington, D.C. It wasn't a briefing I received in a classified setting or even in the Capitol. I was back in Crestview, Florida, in my district office, and a service member who was connected to the 7th Special Forces Group mission at Camp Bull Simons near the Eglin Air Force Base, where a lot of weapons testing occurs. He requested a meeting with his congressman, and when folks in uniform wanted a meeting with me, I didn't slough it off to staff. I would personally take those meetings, and he came in with 2 defense contractors with silver hair and dark suits, and he laid out his allegation that there was this program run by the military where they essentially trafficked people into these breeding environments where entities from outer space were captured and held for that purpose. Now, to be clear, I had in the meeting with me my general counsel and my chief military attaché. Both of them thought the briefing was nonsense. They thought this was a service member who was, up to something or not completely all there. They thought that the other participants in the meeting could have just been kooks. And so we didn't do what was asked of us, which was to stage a simultaneous raid on multiple locations with members of Congress in parts of the country where the
So this is not the first time that this was spoken about. Even before he came out and said this, there was this idea floated that they needed to hit a bunch of places at once.
allegation was that this program moved from place to place.
So you're no longer bound by secrecy. Give me your thoughts. Is this alien, extraterrestrial, demonic? What do you think?
Well, I don't know. I really don't. And I think that there is pressure for leaders to have a definitive opinion on this. And frankly, the access to information that we sought from the military about UAPs, about recovered craft, about biologics, there was such an effort to keep us away from it. When we sought subpoena power, we fought congressional leadership who stood in the way, members of both political parties. When we wanted to talk to certain people in the intelligence community, we were told that there was a different level of access or classification that we had to get an approval for, or a letter, or a designation. And I mean, as you said in your intro, I was on the House Armed Services Committee for 8 years. I didn't take kindly to generals telling me that I couldn't see radar signatures or that I couldn't talk to pilots who had extraordinary stories about some of these events. At times, our investigations did reveal important information. It was the investigation that Congressman Burchett led that allowed David Grush to expose his role in craft recovery, and that the CIA maintained a craft recovery unit. And so the investigation is ongoing. People like Eric Burleson, a congressman from Missouri, Ana Paulina Luna in Florida, they're doing great work on this.
So what did you see that you could share with us that made you pause and think that, this is something big, something that the American people need to know about, and especially if our tax dollars are going to pay for these experiments? I mean, an alien hybrid breeding program, did you see anything as a result coming out of this?
No, I only received the one briefing about it, and again, the collective judgment of that was that we wouldn't be in a position to execute a simultaneous raid, which was the only next investigatory step. So no other steps were taken on that, other than sort of receiving a strange and unbelievable briefing. There were things I did see with my own eyes that concerned me, and most often that was when I was viewing video that had been declassified or released by the United States Navy, and also when I looked at various radar signatures. It was always concerning to me when I would look at recorded radar and I would see in the atmosphere or on the screen what just didn't look like any technology that the United States possessed, and how propulsion worked, and how the merving of objects into and out of one another seemed to occur in some sort of rhythmic way, but also undetectably. And it were those moments that got me asking more questions than the briefing on the hybrid program ever did.
So why this? Why now? President Trump said he's going to, disclose all the files, the UAP files. And we know about Project Bluebeam. We know that there are things that they don't want us to know. Why? And why is all this coming out now?
Yeah.
I think generally leaders don't want people to be afraid. That's not specific to the UAP issue, whether it's war or peace, whether it's economic conditions. Leaders want their constituents to feel safe and secure. And when there aren't easily explainable answers to how objects are moving, or speed, or plasma propulsion, all these different things, that we're learning more and more about, it is unsettling.
More people from within Congress are telling you things that we've already heard. Like we've heard all this stuff before. Just to create, like, for us that are in it to win it, we've heard a lot of this stuff already. Orcas have never attacked a human being. Probably because we look like jellyfish to them. Could you imagine that? Look at this fucking guy. Right, I had seen this. We strongly condemn the manipulative use of the recent cover of El Espresso. The image distorts the complex reality with which Israel must coexist, promoting stereotypes and hatred. Responsible journalism must be balanced and fair. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, mad because that motherfucker looks ridiculous, bro. Granted, he looks like he was created by a 4chaner trying to make the most racist soy jack imaginable, but it's a real photo, man. That's your boy, your beautiful fundamentalist inbreast baby boy. Yo, look at this shit. Look at this shit, y'all. Look at this motherfucker. Yo, god damn. Look at this shit, y'all.
Like he looked like the guy cocaine man.
Yo! Nah. I was gonna say he looked like one of them motherfuckers from Wrong Turn. Yo. That's crazy. No, I don't think so. There you go. Let's get the mixtape going. All right. Look at that motherfucker, man. John hurt. Yeah, they hit.
I know you will, girl. You got that fire.
Huh?
I'll never tell. No can desire. I'm in the desert, babe. I haven't been the same. Can you see it?
Yo, this motherfucker look crazy, son. Look at you see this motherfucker, dude? But you know he's one of God's chosen people. Oh, Jay! Jay! Nah, she's not here. She should be on her way back now.
I took you home, boy, you got that flame. I'll never
God's chosen people, brother.
tell, but do you feel the same?
They God said, yes, this is my best creation.
I haven't been back. Can you deliver me from this curse?
Good. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now anti-Semitic to show a picture of an Israeli IDF soldier. What are we gonna do about that, man? What the fuck is going on? I can make fun of Mexicans, call them all types of beaners and shit. You can make fun of Chinos, the Chinese, or the Oriental people. Right, you could call them that too. It's no problem. The Russians, you can make drunk jokes all the time, something about vodka and shit, and bears, no problem. Muslims, you can make fun of the turbans and the fucking sand dunes and shit, no issue. But dare you mention this? But you can't even say that. You get in trouble for even saying that. The moment you mention the small hats is the issue. There's a saying that says if you want to know who rules over you, find out who you can't criticize. That's all I gotta say on that. Remember, Kanye got in trouble for saying the small hats rule the world, right? He said they run the banks, they run the music industry, they run the movie industry. You know what happened? They closed his bank account. They closed his contract and fucked up his clothing line. So all the things he's saying that the small hats control, they went and fucked it up on him. So great way of proving him right. Yeah.
It flashback. She's fucking for the contact. At contact, you don't like that.
Some shit. Like I could do some videos. We're just not where we want to be yet. So this shit's smack. There we go. Yeah. Alright. And then look, they're always making this the thing with the IDF. I never see them fighting men. Always women and children. You never see them like, oh, we got this dude who was a terrorist, and you could see him and the guy shooting back and forth. Never none of that. It's always them shooting a motherfucker with his hands up, kids, a woman trying to carry her kid across the street. Yeah, coward shit. You never see these motherfuckers on some gangster shit. It's like the US is the police. And when they get here, that's when they get real tough. And they'll punch over the cop's shoulder real quick so you can't hit back. That's Jay.
Summer was over before it started. Hit this blunt, baby, get high with me. Pull him to the side for me, girl. You send me
bullshit. I'm like, might as well get her hair braided.
Woo woo woo. Woo woo woo.
Take my love from you. Of course I can.
It's like 1 week.
Better. I'm not a Freemason. This is defamation, and the source is a random hater with a few views. Absolutely evil.
Time is on
Oh,
my side. Testify for me. Alibi.
you Prime Minister of Hungary, wearing a small hat.
You send me.
Turkey has prepared to enter Israel. The 78 years of oppression must come to an end. Israel must be dismantled. Oh shit!
That's a crazy idea.
And who's this guy? I'll tell you right now. African Dem OC. MOC. African Democracy. Okay, he's like from Africa or somewhere. He's like an African.
This type of shit, I'm weak, so you know. That's hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's hard.
Like a cheat sheet.
Yeah. Yeah, live out.
Hell yeah.
Talk to me, baby.
Like,
Let me feel it. I don't want you to go.
What is this? Who are you choosing? All right, guys. Who y'all choosing?
are you live with the camera?
Yes, on the camera.
What's up, y'all?
Let me make it bigger.
You want my body, baby. Ooh.
Who y'all choosing?
One. Four. I mean, I like one, but he picked it already, so I'll pick four. They are bad though.
I say I
They are bad in their own way.
no way, yeah. I'm gonna take 5
They are
though.
beautiful.
Not gonna lie. I'll slide through with number 5. That's cool.
I like.
If this, I would have took number 1 too. And 4 is Sophie Rain though, so that's Sophie. Not. She ain't nothing to sneeze at. Sophie Rain, she does like OnlyFans and shit, but she just shows some pussy and titties. Like she don't fuck on it or nothing. From what I understand, the internet would have melted down if she was sucking dick. Like they be thirsty. Like, oh, she did a topless video. I'm like, nigga, I don't care. Like, why is this? What the fuck? I see titties every day whenever I want at all times. I just
Booyah!
like that should be fucking me up.
Booyah! Yeah, put it up. Chicken packet and beans. Like if you put, it's alright. Because if you put like the sofrito, you put the tapon, you put the adobo, you put all that. That's fine and dandy, but it just means that you can't kind of plain. Especially if you put like potatoes. I mean, I put onions and all that, but you gotta give it like an extra season. Either like burritos, like the bouillon,
Yeah.
either like the beef or the chicken or the vegetable one. They got the pumpkin one, but like you want to eat that, so it'll differentiate the flavor from the meat. Even though it's like a food, but yep, that bouillon. So basically, that's what it is. That's what the soup packet brings. like the meat packet. But you know, booyah tastes a lot better. It's really That's all you heard. Booyah.
Fucking, what's his nigga name? Damn.
They already forgot his name. Nigga with the bastard shit. What does he? What do you eat? I feel like I'm put it with man. King, Baby Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio. That's it. Strong and shit. You just figured this part out? This is new to you?
I had to fucking thinking about the song, like this look. Yeah, this is Jesus Wick.
Yeah.
Kinda like a bitch, slide through. I don't drop the location, that's
Yeah,
a
that's
security
the wrong
issue.
Price
Serious
Wick.
about the pumper, come and get it.
Jesus Christ, Wick.
I don't want my soul on a domain. Stupid fucks, FBI, all on my nuts already, man. Are you a cop? Got me talking to the ops in spaces. Can't look at my phone, too many notifications. My wrist already got 40 carats, baby. Can't be too
Price
wild,
of
bitch,
Wick.
I be too scary. Got a UFO on my neck, now your bitch wanna
Who's that? Jesus Christ, son of John Wick. I don't know shit about plasma propulsion because I don't care about it. Oh, they're all full of shit. Not me, I don't think so. At least not all of them. These parasites have destroyed white Christian countries.
Eric Davis, Chris Mellon, Stephen Greer, John Podesta, David Grush.
Well, the thing is, I mean, that way of thinking is kind of, you know, it goes down a crazy road. Mia with her fiance was found dead by hanging, which is now reported to be a suicide story. What?
Ross Coulthard, Richard Dolan, Brandon Fugel, Danny Shea, George Knapp, Jason Sands,
That's
Bobby
crazy.
Bigelow, Tim Gallaudet. They're all full of shit. They're all full of shit.
Ben Gavir joins the Allies most form of something pray.
Jay Stratton, Gary Nolan, Chris Bledsoe, Jake Barber, Leslie Keane, Tom DeLong, James Fox, Ron Pandolfi. They're all full of shit. They're all full of shit. News Nation, Richard Doty, Whistleblowers, Yuri
Whistleblow me.
Tiny Klaus, wouldn't piss on fire to put you out. Thomas Fessler, John Davis, Melinda Leslie, Mike Disclosure, Leah Prime, her missing husband, Matt Monroe, the chick that loves him. They're all full of shit.
Damn.
They're all full of shit.
Damn.
Oh.
Toilet. I'm in the house. Made too much. Fucking
They're
fiber.
all full of shit.
That's true, though. If you can hit a man, you can get hit like a man.
She can make it clap. I can see her ass in that sundress. Pork chops bland, but the pussy wet.
Oh.
With a skinny bitch for longer than a minute. I need ways when I beat it up. Bring your homegirl if she with it. Pale skin, sunburns, better keep her in the bed. She knows every Taylor Swift song, but the bitch gives sloppy head. Now I'm leaving the Rolling Stone. Gotta go and get it, but she tweaking, says she wants some more. So I gotta hit it. Big white.
All right, I want to check something out right quick. Cause yeah, Osmond Gold, they're all full of shit. $1 steak. $1 steak.
Andiamo a votare subito, non abbiamo problemi, signora Presidente del Consiglio. Lei è testardamente miope nel non vedere dove sta andando questo mondo, un mondo in cui la logica della guerra di due criminali, perché per me non è solo Netanyahu criminale, è anche Trump, perché quando si bombardano infrastrutture civili, scuole, violi la Convenzione di Ginevra e sei un criminale di guerra a tutti gli effetti, ma non lo dice Alleanza Verdi e Sinistra. Pensi un po', lo hanno detto anche i repubblicani americani, che stanno cominciando a pensare all'impeachment rispetto a un presidente degli Stati Uniti d'America di cui lei non riesce a distinguersi minimamente. Lei non è riuscita a esercitare una funzione di critica, sì, anche con la condanna, con questa politica estera. Ma ieri Netanyahu ha bombardato residenze civili, 200 morti, così come se niente fosse. E voi che dite? Che fate? Avete il coraggio di prendere dei provvedimenti? Perché contro gli stati canaglia, giustamente, si adottano le sanzioni. Ma per noi, chi fa quella roba là è uno stato terrorista, perché chi uccide donne e bambini è un terrorista. Abbiate il coraggio di difendere la storia della politica estera di questo paese.
And both of them, he's basically saying like, he's telling the prime minister of Italy that she needs to step down because she won't condemn what Israel is doing and shit like that, and he's forcing a vote to have her removed. So, let's see this.
$10 for a large, $10 for any 3 toppings, $10 for
Your boy, this nigga Osmond Gold got banned and then he got unbanned.
Hour of me watching the credits of that game, I got unbanned. I'm not even kidding you. I was like, wait, how the fuck did this happen? Like, is this, are they watching my Steam profile? Like, what is this? Did Israel do me a solid to try to get me back in? Like, what is, how could something like this happen? I was like straight up conspiracizing, I was. But, you know, we're back and it's another day. I submitted an appeal. So basically, I guess I probably should wait for like 20 minutes or so, right? Before I tell the whole story of like everything that happened. But why was I not back yesterday, even though I was banned yesterday? Well, see that? Wow. Wow, look at that. I got more teeth now. Isn't that crazy? And I had dental work done. I figured, you know what? I've got a week off. Let's just get it done. Fuck it. Who cares? Bite the bullet. Fuck it. Let's go do it. And I got it. I got it done. So I was recovering yesterday. Now, I could have gone live, but it might have been unpleasant. So I was like, you know what? I'll just take another day off and jerk off and look at the play video games all day, right? And it was great. And so, yeah, that's what happened. And that's why I was, you know, I took an extra day off and made sure I got that done, and I'm happy. and I thought your face looked fatter on stream. Well, it might be a little bit swollen, actually. You know, obviously they gave me a bunch of shots, and so I wouldn't be too surprised about that. And I went to the dentist, and they had to take my blood pressure. And you guys remember? I don't know if you remember, but like I told you guys that, you know, I had my blood pressure taken. It was like maybe like last year or something, and I had a high score of 193. It was like 2-3 years ago.
Let you make sure the pipes are clean.
193. Now, 193, that's a high number, right? Like, your blood pressure should not be 193. And, you know, again, my mom's high score was like 205, okay? So, like, I've still got a ways to go. But that was very, very high. You beat it? It was 120. I got it under control. That's it. By just exercising more, stressing myself out about less, and just kind of living every day more relaxing. And that was also like, bro, like I was stressed there, bro. I was so upset. And so if I was able to lock in there, I'm fine, man. And so, yeah, higher is better. Yeah, that's exactly what it means. Much needed break, exactly. And Rumble should be live. It should be live, right? I mean, is it not? I thought it was. Let me go and double check. Yeah, it's live. What do you mean? Yeah, I just looked at it. What the hell are you talking about? And anyway, so yeah, welcome back. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm glad to be back. Obviously, you know, like why I got banned, like the reason that was given to me, like the thing is that this is what's so annoying is that usually when somebody gets banned, they get banned because, you know, a big clip goes viral of them saying the N-word or, you know, saying that, well, you know, Hitler wasn't, you know, like some other shit, right? And to me, like, I didn't even, like, I mean, number one, I did nothing wrong. Everybody knows I did nothing wrong. But I had this happen, and I don't know exactly what it was that got me suspended. Like, because they gave me two separate things, and it was like, why is it that I really get in trouble? Like, what exactly happened? Because, and here's the reason why I care. I don't want to get suspended. Like, I would never, like, if I... Like, I mean, I would just say, I mean, I would say tons of different stuff on stream if I wanted to get suspended, right? It's very, very easy to get suspended. So, like, everything that I say on my stream, I say with the intent and with the expectation that it is not against the terms of service, right? Because I would never, like, think about this logically, right? Just take a step back and, like, just think about this. Why would I ever say something that I know would get me in trouble? Why would I do that? And so everything that I say on my stream, I say with the expectation that I'm not doing something wrong or saying something wrong. So I feel like Twitch owes you the opportunity to unleash one of your 9/11 jokes. You're due one now. Yeah, I probably am, actually. I'll have to come up with one. Honestly, I haven't really done a 9/11 joke. You could say maybe I forgot. And so, yeah. Does your PTO cover that? I don't know, man. And so, yeah, you saw Eddie talk about kick monetization changes.
You want to do something real quick?
About that. I'll have to look at it later on.
I was going to say, you want to sit here real
anyway,
quick while I run to the store?
Exactly. So I got suspended.
Talk to these
they
people
said
for a little
that
bit.
I either got suspended. This is
want.
what I was told, right? I was told two separate things. I was told that, you know, I got suspended because I said that I didn't care what illiterate goat herders thought, which was in the context of them listening to AI videos, right? So it's like, well, you're not a retard because you're a goat herder or you're in Afghanistan. You're a retard because you're watching an AI video and you think it's real, right? And so, like, this was, again, total misunderstanding, total like, misassumption. I obviously did not mean that, and that's what it was, right? And so, yeah, exactly. And so why would I get in trouble for that? It's retarded. And then the other thing is that I think it was like I said something about third worlders, but I
White noise filling up a gold hotel. Money on the counter, so long, so light flash blue through a tinted pane. Everything holy got a barcode. Ass so fat, make me act right.
Be right back, y'all.
She can make it clap all night.
help you? Huh? Yeah.
What the fuck is that UFO buried? Ross. What the fuck are you talking about? Ross. Are you deep state Ross? It's News Nation, a psyop Ross. Egg-shaped UFO, now you're talking. Told her I didn't do blow, now she walking. Ross. What the fuck is that UFO buried? Ross. What the fuck are you talking about? Ross. Are you deep state Ross? It's News Nation, a psyop Ross. Egg-shaped UFO, now you're talking. Told her I didn't do blow, now she walking. What the fuck is that UFO buried? Ross. What the fuck are you talking about? Ross. Are you deep state Ross? It's News Nation, a psyop Ross.
High tech, we know y'all got 'em. High stress, tell me how to solve it. How you gon' put dirt on my name on the same page, but we not the same thing? Talk to 'em. That plane is still missing. You can't produce a thing because you too busy tripping. Damn, still faded off of last night, still headed to the party. She talking 0 point energy, don't get me started. I don't know who Ross is, all I do is spit the facts. All that talking out they necks got demons on their ass. Footage, real, thermal, real. It shows 3 spheres circling the plane. God damn it. Then it opened up a wormhole into space. God damn it. Where'd it go? I bet I know who could tell you all about it. It shows 3 spheres circling the plane. God damn it. Then it opened up a wormhole into space. God damn it. Where'd it go? I bet I know who could tell you all about it. All about it. All about it.
Tell me what you do when you make a Carvana water. Shut the fuck up, don't say shit. You saw the fundamental physics mystery, what now? Shut the fuck up, don't say shit. Etching your self-consciousness and wanna tell your friends in the cut. Shut the fuck up, don't say shit. Etching your self-consciousness and wanna tell your friends in the cut. Shut the fuck up, don't say shit. Shut the fuck up, don't say shit. You saw the fundamental physics mystery, what now? Shut the fuck up, don't say shit. Shut the fuck up, don't say shit.
I can take you there, you piece of shit. Ain't nobody better, you piece of shit. Baby, do you trust me? Then you better run. The FBI's coming. Oh, ain't this fun? Let's do what lovers do. Melinda Leslie will be calling you. And honey, here's a taste.
this is not the place. I thought I told you once, you piece of human shit. You want it now or later. She is the aggregator. Let's do what lovers do. Melinda Leslie will be calling you. And honey, here's a taste. But this is not the place. I'm riding day and night to find you, coming up behind you, hand around your mouth to silence what you say. If you got a secret, then keep it every day. You piece of shit.
I gotta go. Out of pity, where your mama at? Papa soda. It don't matter where the drama at. Bitch, you gotta afford out the state. What is with that? What you know about Tractor Lords on 6 in clay trapping?
Yo, ¿quiere uno? Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I'm sorry to just leave y'all like that.
Firearms on coke. I told the Pope that we got the bag and coming through. One blue alien, a red panda, 3 white girls in blue. Oh, oh.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Now, this motherfucker right here, Joseph P. Wilson, this is one of the most bullshit lecturer in archaeology department and all that shit. This motherfucker don't mean shit. He does. Yo, we spoke about the Nazca mummies, and this motherfucker really tried to sit there and say that they were putting the mummies in water. So, you know.
What do I gotta do to make you stay with me? Tiny little alien dude. Beat you.
And this is very misleading. They don't have a non-human category. So they have to put them in the human category until that category is replaced. And this has been talked about several times. The same as the results for the DNA that don't match any humans are put in the human category because there is no non-human category. So again, this is purposefully misleading people. This is why I don't fuck with this guy. Mm-hmm. My guy, the Ministry of Culture literally declared Maria and Wawita as cultural heritage assets. They removed them from the university campus, took them to a hospital, and then returned them to the university. That's clue number one. Clue number two, a report was written and released. At this point, your entire argument seems to rely on people not being aware of the details of the case. Yes, because the Ministry of Culture had their own guy. They had their own radiologists and all that look at the mummies, and the radiologist came back and said, "Yo, there's no deformations in Maria and shit like that. They weren't like pieced together, so it's all lies." This is true. This is true. Creators are different than reposters. Yes. Yep. Oh shit. The one with the glasses has the battle pass. That's hilarious. I think that's fake though. That's a fucking filter. Let me see. At the very moment Trump was boasting that the Iranian naval power has been completely destroyed, the Iranian Navy sank a U.S. ship that attempted to approach the port of Bandar Abbas. Oh shit. Morgan Freeman. Justin. Turkish President Erdogan threatens military action against Israel. The Telegraph reports, just as we entered Liberia and Karabakh, we can enter Israel. Oh shit. This is crazy. A marijuana breathalyzer. What the fuck is this? This is the incredible value Don Luca brings to this platform. It is now being reported that Leonardo DiCaprio's 25-year-old girlfriend got caught as figuring his booty hole outside. Yeah, in German it's like 3 minutes long. Casey Musgraves replied, yeah. Oh shit. Two Israeli tourists beaten by locals. Oh shit. They trying to fuck them niggas up. Like, you can't just be beating people up just because they're Israeli. You can't do that. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If they're being assholes, you know, anybody that's being a dick can get the shit smacked out of them. But, like, you can't just, yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass because I'm mad. Like, nah, you can't do that. This is fake. What the fuck? Oh, Archimedes 2 returning from space. I was about to say, like, I don't get it. Oh, man. Kanye threatened the Jews yesterday on Twitter, and it's not even trending. Why do mostly only Jews speak up against Jewish hate? The silence is so loud. Yeah. Again, it's the constant victim mentality. You're the victim. Everybody else is, wrong. Why haven't they visited Starbucks, right? Am I weird for thinking that it's weird to be smoking a cigar in a tour promo video just weeks after having pierced and collapsed lung? There you go. 32-degree Mason. Shit. What the fuck?
All those fucking marches, man. It took 6 warehouses, and Sam Altman's out here talking about universal health care for 4-day work weeks. Fucking, I'm telling you, I love No King's protests, I do. But you want change? Start burning their shit down.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All those fucking marches, man. It took 6 warehouses, and Sam Altman's out here talking about universal health care for 4-day work weeks. Fucking.
Oh shit. Nah, that's gotta be fake. Killing people. Marco Lucra. Oh, damn. The jealousy. It's not jealousy. I would say it's being fucking, yeah, impressed. Yeah, that bitch strong. One-handed though? Yeah. Oh, okay, start it again. Okay. You know what? That's a cool snack. Yes, beautiful brown skin. Jesus. God damn it. What is this, Collins Elite?
Have you ever heard about the Collins Elite or encountered any Christian nationalist movement while working for the government? Thinking specifically about UAP demonic ideology. The short answer is no. Not as it related to UAP. UAPs are UFOs. I've mentioned a couple times that on my very first day at the agency, I asked only half jokingly of my new boss, so where are the alien bodies? And he laughed and he said, we all ask that question on our very first day. If there are any alien bodies, they're at the Pentagon. All that information's at the Pentagon. We don't have anything to do with it. When I first joined the CIA, there was a big kerfuffle in the media that a senior member of the Church of Satan was in a senior position at NSA. He ended up having to resign from NSA. And, subsequently, a lot of people came to believe that that was all just kind of a made up thing in the press, that maybe the agency placed it in the press, maybe the Pentagon placed it in the press. To what end, I don't know. But no, I never encountered the Collins Elite. I never encountered any Christian nationalist movement related to UAPs.
I find myself using the Ask Grok button on the upper right of posts very frequently these days, especially since Grok 420 feels a lot smarter than previous iterations. It feels. It's all about a vibe with you, huh? Nice. She's pretty. Tel Aviv is currently burning. Okay, that's interesting. If U.S. moves against the Strait of Hormuz, Bab el-Mandeb will be next. Together, they handle over 25% of global oil flows worth $3 billion per day. This is how global trade shock starts. This doesn't look good for the markets. Ooh. Jesse Ventura.
Pretty much everything that you've said in our conversation, Tucker Carlson, you have put at the door of the Israeli government. Now, to some people, that will be evidence that you are anti-Semitic. You are anti-Jewish.
Oh, I know. I'm very anti-Semitic and anti-Jewish. Well, first of all, the state of Israel does not speak for all Jews at all, despite its claims. It does not. There are many, many Jews, many of whom I know, who don't think the Israeli government of Benjamin Netanyahu speaks for them.
No.
I'm speaking of the government, not religion.
Hold on. Because I wasn't
Of
suggesting
course
that.
you were suggesting
What
that.
I was suggesting was that a lot of the
I've been in
things
this
that you
business
discussed
longer
today,
than you, and I understand what a slur looks like. And you're attempting to call me an anti-Semite in a passive-aggressive way. Some people would say that. Well, I'm responding to your slur and saying that it's untrue. It does not apply to me. Doubtless there are anti-Semites who don't like Israel. I'm not an anti-Semite. I don't hate Israel. The Israeli government, this is documented, and I saw it personally, steered the United States into a war that hurts the United States and the world. I'm offended by that. I didn't want it, and I'm mad about it now. I have every right to feel that way. That does not make me an anti-Semite, despite your insinuation. And I think it's important that I say that. And by the way, I hope that you run this. I can't control whether or not you air this exchange. I hope that you will, because I think it's important to push back against slurs like that, because they limit our ability to understand what's actually happening. This is not an attack by Jews on the United States. This is Benjamin Netanyahu moving the United States to do something he thinks will benefit him, but that does not benefit us. It's that simple.
Tucker Carlson, thank you very much.
Yeah. Pompous bitch. Just because a motherfucker says they're doing something bad that's anti-Semitic, get the fuck out of here, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. I want to hear that bullshit. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. All right, I'm sorry.
A single fatal weakness destroys every traditional lighter, yet barely anyone mentions it.
Fucking AI shit.
Congress gave the Pentagon a deadline, April 14th. Hand over 46 specific UAP videos. One former Pentagon official has already responded publicly, and the last line of his statement should not be there. His name is Tim Phillips. He is the former acting director of Arrow, and he has seen some of the 46 videos. And he briefed Congresswoman Luna personally. And at the end of his public statement, in the last line, he issued a warning. Not to Congress, not to the Pentagon, to someone else. Welcome to Hallucination Hippies. On March 31st, Anna Paulina Luna sent a formal letter requesting access to 46 specific UAP-related videos with an April 14th deadline. Now, these weren't generalized descriptions of UAP videos. They were very, very specific. They were listed individually with timestamps, with locations, and in some cases, specific identifiers, which we will come back to. Luna's official request references materials that are believed to be held and reviewed by Arrow. And according to the letter, the source of these 46 videos, it was whistleblowers. Now, at this point, everything sounds pretty much normal, right? Congress requests information, whistleblowers provide leads, and that's how oversight's supposed to work. But there is a problem with that, and it shows up inside the list itself. 4 of the entries include something called an IIR number, and that stands for Intelligence Information Report. And there's an internal reference used inside classified reporting systems. So standard witnesses don't have access to that. They don't generate IIR numbers. They don't catalog incidents using internal intelligence indexing, right? And it doesn't stop there. Some of these entries include precise Zulu timestamps. Now, Zulu is the military name for Universal Time, UTC. Others reference very specific platforms like MQ-9 Reaper drones. You know, these are system level details, not things you typically get from someone just reporting what they saw. So now you have a problem, because if this list really came from witnesses, how does it contain internal intelligence references? Tim Phillips responded publicly to Luna's request letter. I won't read the whole thing. Here's what he said, so you can pause and read it all if you'd like. But his statement, it does a few very important things. First, he confirms that at least some of these videos exist. Secondly, he explains why many of them are classified. And it's not because of necessarily what's in the footage, but it's because of how the footage was collected, right? It's the sensors, the platforms, the locations, and we've heard this before. That part makes sense, you know, it deals with national security. Now, the obvious counter argument is redaction, right? Why can't they just blur the sensor overlays or degrade the overall resolution, release more of a sanitized copy? And the department has actually done that in the past with combat ISR footage, the China balloon intercept a few years ago, strikes in the Middle East, the list goes on. It's the same systems, the same classification tiers. The redaction option, it does exist, but that hasn't been applied here. And that in itself is a data point. He adds something else. He says that the department should comply with federal law and release all unclassified UAP material. That suggests that there may be friction in how that process is actually happening. So that's hard to say. But at the very end of his statement, he includes a warning. And it's a warning about unauthorized leaks of ISR, intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance footage. And this is where things get even more interesting. He says, quote, "I briefed Representative Luna while serving at Arrow and wish she and her staff spent more time vetting their sources and witness UAP claims. The unauthorized leaking of ISR, intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance videos is a crime and it undermines national security," end quote. That warning doesn't seem to directly apply to the request itself, not the request that Luna put in. This wasn't a leak. This was a formal congressional inquiry. So then why include a warning about unauthorized disclosure? Okay. It's very interesting. There are a few possibilities. One, he's speaking generally about the risks of leaks. Two, he's responding how that list may have been assembled. Or three, he's signaling that the information behind that list may have come from somewhere inside the system, from a deeper level access. If this is the case, the real story here isn't just the videos. It's how the information is moving at all, because a list with internal intelligence references, precise Zulu timestamps, and platform level detail, that doesn't just raise questions about what's seen in the videos. It raises questions about who had that access and how far their access actually goes. And that's a very different kind of story. The deadline is April 14th. What gets handed over and what doesn't, that will tell us more about the source of this list than any statement will, I'd say. Thanks for watching.
Here's the pen that erases scratches instantly.
Sorry.
Look, no cut, no Photoshop.
So, you guys think we're gonna get those UFO videos? Make sure my audio, audio's on. Okay. Sorry. No, I don't mean jerseys. I mean t-shirts. I don't understand. Historic moment. Rebuke when he rebuked Netanyahu. What is this? I don't understand. Is a translator saying something? Meanwhile, I don't understand. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. It's fucking fake. It's fucking fake. It's fucking fake. It's fucking fake. Then Yahoo will hunt down anyone who mocks our country online. Yeah, I know. Yep, I just seen that. The Boring Company. What is Elon Musk actually doing with the Boring Company? Is it called boring so we don't care to ask questions? Is he building bunkers? Yes. For celebrities? Or is he building underground cities? Yes. Both are correct. There you go. Only living wages protect warehouse fires. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, look, everybody's going with that. That's cool. I'm ahead of the curve. Mystery drones over Dutch gold vault. Okay. Racist laws in South Africa are evil, and the politicians that push these are shameful, disgusting people. The country will now adopt its DIE policies known as Black Economic Empowerment. Choo, 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 choo. All right. I'm going to cut the space here, guys. I got shit to do. Holla at me.